All right, we're gonna talk about Game Seven, Celtics Raptors. Best game. We love Game Seven. That's what we live for in these basketball playoffs or any playoffs for that matter. Um, it was a good win for the Celtics. Another close game. This series was like Celtics blowout or very close down to the wire. Each team has a chance to win a game, and that just show you how close these teams was for real. The Celtics were a better team, obviously, but they were still a close team. Um, so I just have a couple like observations and things, and then we're gonna go to our things about looking forward to the next series. So, first thing I just had like I've noticed this a while, but like really in this series it took key. Siakam needs to get at least one, if not two other moves. Like that spin move is good and his like little up and under, but he needs a counter. Like he needs another move to be able to, because they just sitting on his spin now and just waiting until he turn around and just stripping him. So I don't know how he'll be able to like use those moves and get a counter off of it, or be able to create another move. But he needs another move, maybe a mid range jumper or something like that, just to keep them honest, or like a pull up jumper. So, and when they think he's gonna go for the spin, he just pulls up and shoots it. But like he needs another move badly. Van Vliet, like I just don't. I don't get how good, like how he's this good. Like I remember him in college at VCU. Like I remember like I remember him. So like him being able to do this is incredible. Like this is dope to see. Um, he was incredible in this series though. He was able to get it wherever you wanted. Um, against anybody, get to the rim. He did get blocked a couple times in this game, but he made a lot of layups as well. Able to shoot the deep three. Like he's just a good player. He's what DJ we all expected DJ Augustine to be. Then Tatum he's a superstar now. Like I don't care what nobody say. He's been to two Eastern Conference Finals in his first 3 years. He was the undisputed best player on his team, even though they had a good team. He was the best player. Um, so yeah, like I don't like that he is what it is. Like Tatum is a superstar. He's a top 12 player. He's box office. He's the guy on this team, and he's a guy going forward. Like in this next series, let's see what he can do against Butler. Like I'll say my pick for that series, but like I'm so excited to see what he can do against the Heat, because the Heat have the defenders. They have a similar style team to the Celtics, so we'll see matchups. But he was able to do this against OG Anunoby, and he's a great one-on-one defender. So then you had Tice. I don't think that was foul money for the Celtics. He played great against the Smalls. Like it's refreshing to see a big man be able to punish Smalls and be able to get layups off of that, especially on the dump down passes. I love it. Played good defensively, real good energy. And then another player, Grant Williams, down the stretch, his feet is incredible for him to be that size. Like he was able to stay with the little guards easily. Like he had great feet, and he's got that good box out. Like so, like he clears out that space in order to get rebounds and stuff like that. That was dope. Um, let's see, we got another. So again, um, I'm sorry to Kyle Lowry. Like he's much better player than I ever thought he would be. I guess it's funny, like evaluating these teams not going against the Cavs and the Warriors. Like he just looks like a totally different player when he hasn't had to go against the Cavs like in the playoffs, and like maybe we took that for granted, like how good those teams actually were. Um, but yeah, that he don't. Sorry for all the disrespect to Lowry. Um, he's inching his way up there, man. Another 2 seasons like this season, and like you can't deny he'll be a top 15 point guard to me. Honestly, and it ain't about the stats. It's about how he plays, the heart, the winning plays. Like you just see him all over the court, and you can laugh at his physique and everything, but that man does not get tired. He was playing 45 minutes a game in this series, and he did not get tired. He kept going hard all game. Um, so two more things from the Raptors side of this, because we're gonna talk about the Celtics more because they actually stayed in. We're gonna talk about them more later. The Raptors are a piece away. Um, like I'll talk about one player that I think could be like the internal growth part of this, but if they can get a piece like not this offseason, like maybe in this offseason by trade or the next offseason by signing them, like they are literally one piece away. I can see them going back and winning or at least competing in another finals in the next 2 to 3 years. Their window is still open. Like they have the talent, is there. They have the coaching, they have the heart, they have the players there, like they have the will, everything. So I can see them making another run for a finals in the next 2 3 years if they get another player. But they do have one. So OG Ananobi, we've seen a lot of improvement from him this year offensively. But if he can actually make the next step and become like a 20 to 25 point per game scorer, I know that's a big step, but with their development and his skills, like he already has a good shot, soft touch. He has good athleticism. He can get anywhere on the court, and he has that strength. Maybe if they can just like get him to work with a trainer on like solidifying those Kawhi Leonard like style like in between game, like if he takes the next step, this team can take the next step. They just one little score. They needed that one wing score to like take them to the next level. So, just some quick thoughts that I had about the next series after this game was over. Um, Marcus Smart on the shooters of the Heat. So that's your Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. He's going to frustrate them. They haven't seen anybody like him in this playoffs. Um, so that look to see that matchup. That's going to be dope. The next series is going to be super small. So the Heat go small, and they can go small, but the Celtics like going small as well. So look to see a small series next series, and they actually have like the small guys that can move and like have the strength to actually battle down there too with the Celtics. So that'll be a fun series. That'll be a fun wrinkle to the series. Let's see what else. Kimbo versus Dragic. That should be fun as well as a because Dragic he looks rejuvenated and Kimbo looks great. Like he just able to get wherever he want. And him versus Lowry was great in this series, even though Kimbo ain't put up the numbers like that. It was fun to watch. Um, Another great coaching perform. Like this is a great coaching matchup between Spoelstra and Stevens. Like this should be fun to see like the little adjustments and the wrinkles that they come up with. Um, and the Raptors coach, Coach Nurse, was very great in that series as well with his wrinkles and adjustments. I just think these are three of the top like 6 or 7 coaches in the league. So it's just fun to see those type of matchups. And lastly, Gordon Hayward. What happens when if he comes back in this series, and how can he affect it? Um, I'll talk more. I'll make a prediction on this series, like again in a couple days. But I'm just excited. This should be a fun series, just like this Celtics Raptors series was. Two like teams. You got the Jimmy Butler effect. He's been phenomenal in this playoffs. One of the probably the top 4 players in this playoff so far. So it's just fun to see. And he plays within the system. You got Hero. You got young players on both sides that have showed up. So just dope. I can't wait for this series. But that's all I got for this, and I'm out.